The end is in sight for the Bibby Stockholm, the migrant barge in Dorset. Campaigners welcome the government's decision.
We're all delighted. The men are delighted, the volunteers are delighted. They were primarily in hotels before, which allowed them more freedom of movement and much more integration with the community.
Hello, good evening. I'm Sally Taylor. Welcome to the programme. 1 year after it arrived in Dorset amid much controversy, the Bibby Stockholm is now to be closed down. The barge, moored in Portland Port, housed hundreds of men while their asylum applications were processed. The new government today announced the contract won't be renewed at the end of the year. Well, our Dorset reporter Sophie Cridland is on Portland tonight. So what's the detail on this decision then, Sophie?
Well, Sally, the Bibby Stockholm has been a controversial subject for the people of Weymouth and Portland. It was first introduced by the Conservative government in April last year and today scrapped by the new Labour government, who said they wouldn't get rid of the barge on day 1, but instead have announced they won't be renewing the contract on day 18. They claim it could cost the taxpayer £20 million a year if they were to renew it in January. That's when the 18-month contract between the Home Office and Portland Port is coming to an end.
So what's been the reaction on the island then?
Well, like a boat that creates a divide in the water, that's exactly what the Bibby Stockholm has done here in the South Dorset community. I can imagine that many locals are hoping that today's announcement is the beginning to the end of that divide. One of those helping the groups of asylum seekers says that on board they've been told the news and it's reached them.
Well, at the moment it's messages and they're all just delighted and sending lots of celebratory emojis and things. The Bibby Stockholm has always been regarded by the men and the volunteers as a quasi-prison. Freedom of movement is restricted. It's inhumane. Today, to hear this news, it's absolutely fantastic.
So, Sophie, do we know what's going to happen to the men on the barge and all other asylum seekers in the system?
Well, ministers say that they are likely to clear the applications of those living on board the Bibby Stockholm first and the rest of the backlog after that, and also remove those who the government say aren't welcome here.
Sophie Cridland in Portland, thank you very much for joining us this evening.